Excuse me. Well, welcome in, people. Today is the 8th of May 2022, and I am Spirit of Life Alchemy. So I hope you're doing well, enjoying your weekend. We have some astrology for today. So the moon spends the whole day in Leo, and whilst there, the moon's going to make a trine to Venus and to Chiron, and then go on and form a square to Uranus. So how I read this is that we're fired up for healing because Aries and Leo are fire signs. So we've got that inspiration and that energy, want to take action. Yes, we're fired up for healing. And this could be around, the last 2 days we've had the Three of Swords and the Two of Cups coming out together in the cards from the bottom of the deck of the general influence of right now. It could be firing us up to dive deep into that Three of Swords, to uncover the Two of Cups energy, and find ourselves in love and healing our old wounds. And it's also sort of the start of another energy. So on the 15th of May, Venus and Chiron will form an exact conjunction. So they're starting to come together. It's the opening energies. And so we're starting to get that resonance and starting to sort of tune into the transit. It will get stronger as we get closer to the transit. And then as they separate the other side and the waning, then that energy will subside again. So it could be a good time to start meditating on Seven of Swords, or not Seven of Swords, Three of Swords, or Chiron in your natal chart and Venus in your natal chart, or love and your values and relationships. Meditating or journaling are two really good ways to start doing that work. The square with Uranus means that there could be difficulties in reaching breakthrough, or sort of it may be difficult to find our aha moment or the epiphany of the healing, and it may take until the 15th, just before the full moon, or on the 16th. And if you remember back at the new moon solar eclipse on the 30th of April, that was ruled by Venus. So these Venus energies are really strong at the moment. And all the Venus issues and rulership is highlighted at the moment. So it could be that we get breakthrough at the full moon lunar eclipse. It's going to be in Scorpio. We're going to be diving deep into that energy. You could find resolution then. Or sort of it could be you're working through things right through until the next new moon, which is on the 30th, 29th, 30th. I want to say 30th, which will be in Gemini, which is the mind, which is clarity. Okay, so it could take the whole month till the end of the lunar month to get the clarity that you're seeking. So that's something to bear in mind and to work with it as you will. Have a look at where these planets are in your natal chart, obviously, so you can see how you're personally affected by this. Okay, so, and that's today's astrological news. All astrological news is from the UK skies. So, change the times and things like that to fit in with your location. So let's do some oracle and some tarot cards to see what the energies hold for us today. Okay, so what do we need to know for today? Okay, what do we need to know for the 8th of May 2022? Incidentally, I'm using the Work You Like cards for Oracle deck for the general themes of the day. Okay, what messages has Spirit got for the collective? Okay, what help, advice, support and guidance can Spirit give the collective to help us navigate these energies? What do we need to know? 8th of May 2022. What do we need to know for today? Messages from Spirit. Okay, let's see what the energies say for today. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck we've got protection, call back your power, cut the cords and soul retrieval. So time to look after our own energy. Looking up at calling back your energy, unhooking any cords in you that are linked to anybody else, unhook your cords from you that are linked into anybody else, and just calling back your energies, your soul, bits we lose over lifetimes. We sort of disintegrate a bit and lose bits of our soul. So a good time for soul retrieval. There's lots of different ways you can do this. I'm sure that YouTube will have billions and billions of suggestions and meditations, visualizations and things like that that can help you do that. And then we've got the ever unfolding rose, cracked open. It's happening to you, not it's happening for you, not to you. Oh my God, my eyes today. Okay, I'm not sure. Did I show you protection? Okay, I like at the top there that we've got the solar eclipse there, tying into the current energies that we're still being influenced by. And as we call ourselves back and become whole again, then we can start unfurling into our true power. And then we've got leap. You go first, the universe will catch you. Okay, and if you look on here, we have a full moon. So we've got a new moon and a full moon. So we're right in the middle of this 2-week journey between the new moon and the full moon. So it could be that this work, as I was talking about before, about this energy sort of tying in with that Venus Chiron conjunction coming up, and we're slowly uncovering piece by piece until we see the full picture. I'm going to do some tarot now to get some further energies. We're going to use the Line Strider deck for today. So what do we need to know for today? The 8th of May 2022. A bit of brain fog going on. And yeah. What do we need to know for today? The 8th of May 2022. Feeling a little bit tired today. I've been doing lots of catching up with myself. And yeah, I think I've overstrained my brain a little bit. So a nice relaxing day for me for the rest of the day. What do we need to know for today? The 8th of May 2022. Messages from Spirit, please, for the collective. What help, advice, guidance and support can Spirit give the collective to help us navigate through today's energies? Oops. A little bit all over. Actually, they don't want to go back in, so we'll keep those out. Okay. Oh, right. Okay. So what do we need to know for today? The 8th of May 2022. Oops, and another one come out. Okay. So let's see what the cards have to say for today. Okay, so where we find ourselves and where we've come from. Okay, at the bottom we've got okay, so right, where we find ourselves at the moment, we've got the Five of Wands. Okay, this came up yesterday, didn't it? Let me just check in my book from yesterday. And where did we have the Five of Wands? Oh, not yesterday, but on Friday, the Five of Wands was in the centre position, the present, where we find ourselves now. Okay, so we've still got this sort of little power struggles, strife, you know, little annoyances and things like that going on in our lives. That's a bit how I feel. Struggling to talk, struggling to see, struggling to think as I do this. It's like, okay, so yeah, minor irritations and things like that where we find ourselves. And that could be because in the past we've got the Knight of Wands. We might have rushed into things too quickly without sort of making sure that sort of we know where we're going and what we're doing. More haste, less speed, is that the phrase they say? So it looks like we've come charging in without being fully prepared, and now we're finding it's irritating, it's annoying. We might find ourselves feeling frustrated or angry and things like that, as with that sense of being held back. And it's like, I want to go, I know what I'm doing. Obviously we don't. If you remember again from Friday, we had the Knight of Pentacles come out with the Three of Swords and the Two of Cups. Slowly, patience, taking our time. Okay, and for those of us who haven't, now we're seeing the results of that. So the card at the bottom, the foundations, we've got the Five of Cups. So this is loss and disappointment. We could still be needing time to grieve or to deal with the emotional fallout from the Three of Swords. Okay, we can't. It's not just an awareness and then we can stride on again. We have to come back to ourselves, and we have to deal sort of with the emotions around that heartbreak or wound, or you know, whatever it is. There will be emotions trapped in that as well. And the foundation is that we need to deal with those before we can move on. And in this card, normally in the Five of Cups, you've got the black cloaked figure. There's three cups have been spilled, and there's two upright cups behind him which he doesn't see. We've got the eggs. We've got 3 broken eggs and 2 intact eggs. This is connecting me to the Two of Cups that has come out with the Three of Swords the last 2 days. So it's dealing with the grief so that we can move forward. The disappointment, the abandonment, the rejection, you know, whatever that Three of Swords is for you, then we're in the midst of dealing with that. We're calling back our energies. That disappointment, that grief can be our scattered energies, connections to other people still. We need to undo those calls. We need to bring it in. We need to retrieve sort of the bits of our souls that have splintered from the wounds, from the trauma. It doesn't have to be this life stuff, it can be past life or timeline stuff. We're in big energies at the moment of healing across timelines. So, yeah, it's about pulling those energies back and coming into ourselves. The spiritual guidance and what's coming in from above, we've got the world. We're closing out this cycle. Jupiter is at the very last degrees of Pisces, closing out a 12-year cycle and getting ready and prepared to move into Aries on Tuesday the 10th and start a new cycle. Just, yes, yesterday we had the Fool in the present. In the present position. I knew we had the Fool come out just recently. So yeah, that new beginning, that end of cycles and completions, we're very much in that energy at the moment. And as we complete out, then that's going to allow us to be ready to start unfurling and to take a leap into our future. The outcome for today, we've got the Tower. Okay, so this old structure's breaking down. This, again, the completion, the ending, sudden endings of old cycles. I'm just going to get some cards to clarify that. We can't leave it that we're walking into the Tower. Okay, we've got the Four of Pentacles. So the Tower is about our values, what we're holding on to and what we're releasing. We don't want to be a miser, holding on to things that are worthless to us. Okay, we need to release. There we go. Release what is no longer of value to us so that we can move on. Okay, that one. Okay, so for the Tower, we've got the Four of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords. So as we do release and let go of, you know, things that we've outgrown, that we don't need anymore, relinquishing control, messages come through quickly. Okay, it's interesting, yeah. Okay, so we've got three of the four knights coming out here. In the past, we've got the Knight of Wands. In the clarification for the Tower, we've got the Knight of Swords. And one of the cards from the bottom was the Knight of Cups. So the only thing we haven't got, we've got Cups. Oh, so we haven't got the Knight of Pentacles, Mr. Patience. Okay, so he is here telling us to slow down, take our time, there's no rush. We want to dot the I's and cross the T's in this. Okay, and then we've got the Star and the Hierophant. As we get this new information coming through, it gives us new hope, it gives us healing, it allows us to see the new beginnings unfolding. And with the Hierophant, it's about making a commitment to those new beginnings. It's about being a bridge between the 3D and the 5D, the physical and the spiritual worlds, 1 foot in each, and how we keep balanced in both of those worlds. Also, getting the key to the next stage of our lives. The cards at the bottom of the deck, as already said, we had the Knight of Cups, and we've got that with the Three of Pentacles. So messages, more notification, more messages coming in, more gifts, heart-centered gifts, gifts of love coming in, and that allows us to connect with others and to work together with others. I'll just check the Three of Pentacles was somewhere like at the bottom of the foundation of things. Oh, yeah, the three, again, there's a big connection with Friday's reading. The Three of Pentacles was the below card. the foundation card. Now it's here as a general influence. Okay. So yeah, it could be sort of messages coming in from other people, to work with them, to create with them, you know, things like that. And then the cards that fell out, first of all, we had the Moon and the Empress. And I thought, again, like these two cards at the top, I was picking up very much on the lunar energies and the Venus energies. And even with the unfolding rose, very Venus energies. Okay, so it's sort of, we're looking at sort of how we want to create, what do we want to create, bringing this love forth, creating from our heart. And I think sort of with all the moons, the message is tying in with this lunar cycle, from the new moon solar eclipse to the full moon lunar eclipse, and all the way through to the new moon in Gemini at the end of the month. Okay, and as we work with the energies, we get the Knight of Wands, a spark of inspiration coming in, a little sort of fire forming that is going to help carry us forward over the next few weeks. Okay, so that's today's reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If it resonated for you, then please do like, share and subscribe to the channel. If you'd like a personal reading from me, then please contact me, email me at the email address below this video in the description box. Have a wonderful day, and until next time, thank you for watching.